EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Ready?
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
I got him.
56, Mike.
Lock now on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's just me and you.
On second down now, Weeks. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a give, right side. Weeks, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch time. Edward Charlie. 48.
Throwing is Mariota. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Bang, 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 bang. One. Jim.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check. One. I got this. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Mariota. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch it. Kill.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's Jones, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Clock will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Now.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Block now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 55, Mike. Tackles.
On 3rd down, Weeks. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
You draw quarters.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Fire.
On first down, Weeks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Whip.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, it's Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mariota on first down. Jones has it. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch.
Play fake. Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hatchet. Mike 51.
Smooth.
Hey, tight.
Now.
Clock now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Lock now. 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go. H.E. Gator.
Watch that.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
218, chop it.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down.
Hit it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's get this.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's bring it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Sponge, sponge. One. Watch out.
Now Jones. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check the backer, check the backer. One. Safety 3. 3. 49, check 49, check. One. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Mariota. And it's caught by Parker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the catch made by Hilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On play action, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, check.
Block off of play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Hey, come on,
They'll run on first down. Weeks. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now Locke throwing on second down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go.
From the gun on third down. Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10.
3 down. Hey, go.
Locke now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Denver. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 43. He's coming.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, one. Let's go. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
They'll go again to Jones.
Watch quick. Watch quick. You gonna take.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And the Steelers first down.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Ricky.
One.
Now Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, watch the ship. Kill. Hey. Kill. 48 month.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Check three. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back. He's crashing. He's checking.
On second down, it's Jones, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Locke. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Clock will try again on second down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Locke now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Being chased out left. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
30 base. Check 56.
Throwing on first down. Locke. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
This is Jones, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Shoot. Quick edge. Go. Mike 48. 1. 48.
On first down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
There you go. Watch the edge. 3.
Mariota now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Oh, you got deep?
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Watch the out.
One.
Switch gears.
One.
Buzz. 48 for Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Third and long here for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60-or.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Locke going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And